What actually makes electricity move inside a wire? Why do circuits fail? And why can one bad ground shut down an entire vehicle? If you truly want to understand automotive electronics, diagnostics, and modern vehicle systems, you must first understand voltage, current, resistance, and ground. These four concepts are the foundation of every electrical system in modern cars, trucks, motorcycles, and even industrial machines. And today, we're breaking them down in the simplest way possible. Whether you are a beginner, an automotive technician, an electrician, a student, or even a teacher, this video will help you understand electricity clearly and practically. Let's begin. Before we talk about voltage and current, we first need to understand what electricity actually is. In automotive electrical engineering, electricity is the energy source generated, stored, and distributed through a vehicle to power systems, typically utilizing a low voltage, often 12-volt, DC system based on electromagnetism. It enables critical functions such as engine starting, ignition, lighting, charging, and operating electronic control units, ECUs, acting as the nervous system for both powertrain operation and passenger comfort. In simple terms, electricity is simply the movement of electrons through a conductor like a wire. Think of electricity like water flowing through pipes. In this example, the water represents electrons. The pipe represents the wire. The pump represents the battery. When the pump pushes water through the pipe, water flows. In the same way, when a battery pushes electrons through a wire, electricity flows. This simple idea is the foundation of all electrical systems. In vehicles, electricity powers headlights, ECUs, fuel injectors, sensors, starter motors, ignition systems, but electricity only works properly when four things are understood: voltage, current, resistance, and ground. Let's start with voltage. Voltage is the electrical pressure, measured in volts, V, that drives current through a vehicle's 12-volt, or higher, direct current, DC, system, acting as the potential difference needed to operate components like lights, sensors, and motors. It is provided by the battery, managed by the alternator, and crucial for overcoming resistance in circuits. It is measured in volts. And the symbol used for voltage is the letter V. Voltage is like water pressure inside a pipe. High pressure pushes water harder. High voltage pushes electrons harder. For example, a small flashlight battery may produce 1.5 volts. A car battery normally produces around 12.6 volts. Hybrid and electric vehicles can produce hundreds of volts. Without voltage, there is no electrical movement. No pressure means no flow. This is how voltage works. Imagine connecting a battery to a light bulb. The battery creates pressure. That pressure pushes electrons through the wire. The electrons reach the bulb, and the bulb lights up. If the battery voltage becomes weak, the bulb becomes dim, motors turn slowly, sensors may malfunction, and computers may fail to operate properly. This is why voltage testing is extremely important in diagnostics. In automotive systems, most circuits use DC voltage, which means direct current. This is the type of electricity supplied by batteries. You may also see symbols like DC voltage symbol, AC voltage symbol, positive and negative polarity signs. Understanding these symbols helps technicians read wiring diagrams correctly. To measure voltage, you use a multimeter. Set the meter to DC volts. Then place the red probe on positive and the black probe on negative or ground. A healthy car battery should normally read about 12.6 volts with the engine off. If voltage is low, electrical problems begin to appear. Now let's talk about current. Current refers to the flow of electric charge, electrons, through a vehicle's wiring and components, typically measured in amperes. The symbol used for current is. It is the power that drives everything from starter motors to sensors. Think of current like the amount of water flowing through a pipe. Voltage pushes current flows. The more electrons moving through the wire, the higher the current. Now let's look at how current works. Different electrical components require different amounts of current. For example, a small LED light may use very little current. But a starter motor requires massive current to crank an engine. Higher current requires thicker wires. That is why starter cables are much thicker. If wires are too thin, they overheat, melt, or even catch fire. This is why proper wire sizing is critical in electrical systems. For current to flow, the circuit must be complete. Electricity must travel, from the battery, through the component, and back to the battery. If the circuit is open, current stops flowing. This is why 1. Broken wires, 2. Blown fuses, 3. Corrosion on the wires. Faulty switches, or loose connectors can stop electrical systems from working. Current is measured using an ammeter or a clamp meter, or a multimeter. Unlike voltage testing, current measurement is usually done in series with the circuit. This allows the meter to measure how much electrical flow is moving through the wire. Technicians use current testing to diagnose excessive power draw, short circuits, weak motors, and battery drain problems. Next is resistance. Resistance is anything that opposes or restricts electrical flow. It is measured in ohms, and the unit symbol is omega, and the symbol used for resistance is. Resistance is like a narrow section inside a pipe. The narrower the pipe, the harder it is for water to flow. In electricity, higher resistance means less current flow. What causes resistance in electric current? Listen keenly. Resistance can be caused by 1. Thin wires, 2. Damaged connectors, 3. Corrosion, 4. Heat, and lastly poor connections, or long wire lengths. Some resistance is normal and useful. For example, light bulbs, heating elements, and resistors are designed to create resistance. But excessive resistance creates problems. Too much resistance causes voltage drops, dim lights, overheating, weak motors, and sensor failures. Resistance is tested using a multimeter set to ohms. Before testing, the power should be OFF. Then place the probes across the component or wire. Low resistance usually means good continuity. Very high resistance may indicate corrosion, damage, or an open circuit. Now let's discuss one of the most important concepts in automotive electricity. Ground. Ground is the return path for electrical current. In vehicles, the metal body and chassis are usually used as the ground path. Instead of running 2 wires to every component, manufacturers use the vehicle body as the return connection. This saves wire length, weight, space, and cost. How ground works. Here is how. Electricity leaves the battery positive terminal, travels through the circuit, powers the component, then returns to the battery negative terminal through ground. Without a proper ground, the circuit cannot operate correctly. We look at the bad ground symptoms. Poor grounding is one of the most common electrical problems in vehicles. A bad ground can cause 1. Dim lights, 2. Hard starting, 4. Charging problems, 3. Sensor issues, 5. ECU communication failures, and random electrical behavior. Many technicians waste hours replacing parts, when the real problem is simply a poor ground connection. To test ground, use a multimeter. One of the best methods is a voltage drop test. If excessive voltage exists across the ground path, the connection may be loose, rusted, or damaged. Always inspect battery terminals, engine grounds, chassis grounds, and connectors. Clean and tighten them properly. Good grounds are essential for reliable electrical systems. Voltage, current, and resistance all work together. This relationship is explained by Ohm's law. This means voltage equals current multiplied by resistance. If resistance increases, current decreases. If voltage increases, current increases. Understanding this relationship helps technicians diagnose electrical problems faster and more accurately. And that is the foundation of electrical systems. Current is the flow. Voltage is the pressure. Resistance is the restriction. Ground is the return path.